So the Manhattan grand jury voted to indict Donald Trump on Thursday for his role in paying hush money to a porn star, according to 4 people with knowledge of the matter. A historic development that will shake up the 2024 presidential race and forever mark Trump as the nation's first former president to face criminal charges. Well, he was already the first former president to face an impeachment Senate trial after he left office. It's a bunch of firsts for the Democrats, not for Trump, for the Democrats. It's a felony indictment filed under seal by Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, and it will likely be announced over the next coming days. By then, prosecutors will be working with Trump's lawyers to get him to surrender and to face an arraignment on charges that still remain unknown for now. Let's get into it. Hey, everyone, welcome back. So they did it. The New York Democrats have gone through with an absolute scandal on them, turning us into a communist banana republic. The prosecutor, Alvin Bragg, has weaponized his office to attack a political opponent. And leftists out there, don't tell me, he's not a political opponent to Bragg. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The Democrats in Washington, D.C., you know they're behind this. You know that they pushed him to go forward with it. You just know it. And besides, he's also an opponent to Bragg, because Bragg is a Democrat. So the Democrats have weaponized the justice system, by my counting, for 7 years against Trump. The FBI did a 9-month investigation. I'll bet a lot of you people don't know that. They did a 9-month investigation in the FBI into the phony Russian collusion hoax and found nothing. They were never held to account. Andy McCabe, the deputy FBI director at the time, lost his job over it, but Biden undid that and gave him back pay. They abused the congressional system, Democrats, by impeaching Trump not once, but twice, and both times were with bogus charges and false accusations, false evidence. And Democrat members of Congress, like Bulgy Eyes, Adam Schiff, broke rules and laws to do it. That was all to either kick him out of office or to prevent him from being able to run again. Mark my words. And let me say this. If you claim to be a conservative Republican in office and you do not come out forcefully and loudly against this travesty of justice, this banana republic move by Alvin Bragg and the New York Democrats, then I don't ever want to hear from you again as a conservative, because you're not a conservative. You do not stand up for the Constitution, the rule of law, and the system of justice. That goes double for any Republicans who are running in the primary against Trump, because you know it, and they know you know it, that if they did this to Trump, they will do it to you too. If you do not stand up to this, why the hell should anyone vote for you? Because unless you have a double-digit IQ, unless you are an extra chromosome American, then you should be outraged by this. Not because it's Trump, but because it is a political prosecution. And we don't do that in the United States. I guess now we do, because we're a communist banana republic. Thanks, Democrats. I read it from Technofog. If people don't know who Technofog is, he runs a Substack, and he was the main source, one of the main sources for Dan Bongino on all 3 of his books about Spygate. All right, so the guy knows what he's talking about. If you can get over there and subscribe to him, do it. So now the Manhattan DA Bragg, who is insanely pro-criminal, who told his team of prosecutors when he started out to reduce charges for violent criminals, is now suddenly bringing a case against Trump. And leftists in the media, and even the chucklehead leftists on this platform, are going to act like it's a legitimate indictment. A grand jury indicted him, so it's legit. They forget the part where the DA is a creep who is not above pulling word salad tricks to a grand jury. And don't forget that in New York City, you can't throw a rock without hitting a Trump hater. They're all leftists there. Now, this is a felony indictment in the federal system, folks. We already went over this before. You cannot file in the federal system if you're a state prosecutor. You can't do it, okay? It was a federal election, and they're going for federal campaign finance laws. The fact of the matter is that the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, received a letter, I think it was back in 2019, from Michael Cohen's lawyer, who said to them that Cohen alone made the $130,000 payment to the porn whore, and that Donald Trump for President Incorporated and the Trump Organization had nothing to do with it, and that neither of them reimbursed him either. So they dropped it. They said there's really nothing to this. But now we have Alvin Bragg, who is pursuing felony charges against Trump for falsifying business records, which is a misdemeanor with a 2-year statute of limitations. The whole thing is phony, folks. It's a fraud on behalf of the prosecutor, Alvin Bragg. Whatever judge gets stuck with this case, if he doesn't throw it out immediately, then you know the fix is in. No real judge who cares about the bench, who cares about upholding the rule of law, would go forward with this case, because there's just too many things wrong with it that violate due process rights, violate the Constitution all over the place. Statute of limitations ran out. State filing in federal court, even though the Federal Election Commission dropped it. And if a judge does go forward with it, folks, it's never going to go away. This case will never go away. It's illegitimate and political, but it's here to stay for the time being. Don't be surprised if they set a trial date in the first half of 2024 just to screw Trump over. Just don't be surprised. Don't underestimate the danger to Trump, who will face a jury of Biden voters. Biden won Manhattan by 86.7% to 12.3%, according to the New York Times. The jury of Trump's peers will be friendly to the prosecution. The prosecution knows this. The judge will know this. All right? That's all he might need for a conviction. Oh, Trump, screw him. Not my president, right? I am certain Trump's legal team would ask for a change of venue in a case like that. And I am certain that the judge will say, go pound sand. If the judge accepts it. If the judge accepts it, there should be an investigation on the judge, because this is so wildly insane that no judge should proceed. And here's the worst part, folks. If a Manhattan jury does convict Trump, he would very much win on appeal. But the damage that would carry to the country would already have been done, and these Marxist bastards don't care. All right, thank you for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, visit rpwmedia.com. Read all of our stories, share our stories with like-minded people, share this video, give us a like, comment. We'll see you in the next one.